Coming to you live from hot, very, very hot California. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome, greetings once again for the first time in a long time since 2019 in California, the Golden State. And man, it is hot in the Golden State. Someone's saying about the Nathan Hartwig about the thumbnail that was actually taken at Canyonlands National Park at the Schaefer Trail that I took with the Silverado. Jeffrey McCummon, first cool day on the West Coast for weeks. It must be somewhere else because right now it's I don't know if you can see it. Well, it's gone down to 95 degrees outside. It's still 91 in here. The Truma event, and when it's really, really, really hot, it really does have a hard time bringing down the temperatures. Especially, a couple of days ago in Vegas, it was 110, and yeah, it's if you let it get warm enough in here, it'll never go back down. It's crazy. And it's been very hot in Las Vegas. And where were we yesterday? Bakersfield. It was very hot.
A few people are saying bad internet is frozen. Is it?
Bad internet frozen? Really? Well, YouTube is not receiving enough data. It says here. Could be. It'll stabilize. Let me look at my stats here. From Starlink seems to be holding up. I don't know if you see another buffering, let me know. And Bill and Sherry in Georgia, and Rob on the road. Good morning, afternoon, and evening. Watching live from my work desk and booking flights. Husha, good evening, and. It is extremely hot. The only good thing is that am I still frozen? Yeah, I see Daniel Ruiz saying I'm frozen, but that was a while back. Okay, back on. I just see it right now. Okay, here we go. Donna P. Hi everybody. Happy Friday. The RV DJ Aaron Romano. Alex Timblin, happy Friday. The bar is officially open. What's the IPA? Actually, today, since we are in Paso Robles, which I've been reliably informed that that's how it's pronounced, we're having some local sparkling wine from Apollo Vineyards, and making a little change here and there. It's always good. So cheers, everybody. I mean, if you look at it from far away, it looks like a light beer. So. That's good sparkling wine, by the way. Dylan Reynolds, question: what did you guys do in Vegas? Oh, we went to this new hotel. It's called Circa, right? Circa. And it looks beautiful from the outside, but it was fine. It's fine. It's a new casino, and what was that ticked us off? Oh, they didn't let me go into the rooftop lounge because I was wearing a T-shirt. So they have like this strict dress code, and it's like I think it's the newest, the only new hotel in the downtown area. It's kind of city. If you walk through Fremont Street, it's a lot of people there, and it could feel like old Vegas. Well, this is a new hotel, and it's fine. It's fine. It's just. There's nothing particularly special about it. Hey, Rich, how are ya? And William Thomas, you're getting through your fine here. Happy Friday to you, Gary Sky. How is the Silverado doing? Like it better than the Ford? Well, I've never had a Ford. The previous one was a Colorado, a Chevy Colorado as well. I like the Silverado a lot. I'm still sometimes getting used to that. This is the largest vehicle I've ever owned. Well, maybe my dad's 74 Impala was larger, like no, this is larger, but I learned how to drive in a 74 Impala, and those things were like boats. So yeah, it's not bad, but the capabilities and that picture you saw on the thumbnail, if you're able to see the thumbnail, that was a couple of days ago at the Schaefer Trail in Canyonlands National Park, and that put it to the test. That road was rough because it has been it had been raining for several days in a row, and they did tell me that it was soupy, but what they didn't really convey with enough clarity that there were a lot of rocks. So, and I know you guys, the members and the patrons, have been able to watch that video. I might, do a little B-roll later here today so you guys can see. Hey, Jackie Trujillo, hello, how are ya? It's very well. Hey, Ely is here. So everybody say hello to Ely.
And your mom is there too.
My mom is here too. Where's
Yeah.
my mom? I can see my mom. Rich, it's me, Randall. My kid changed the screen name again. That thought it was you. I really thought it was you. And oh, here we go, mom. Hi, everybody. Everybody say hello to my mom. So finishing the long answer to Dylan's question. That's pretty much all we did. We drove around the the strip just to see what was new. But I mean, it was hot. It was hot, and we just spent our time there indoors for the most part, or working here in the rig. Hey, Mr. Red Jaguar, how are ya? Stephen Griffin's evening from across the pond, and Remin Pasion is here as well. Trailer traveling. Greetings, Robert, Mom, Alma Morales. Hope all is well. All is well. Mom is feeling better, by the way, a little bit better. At least she got diagnosed a little more correctly now. So hopefully she'll be able to take a trip with me this fall. So we'll see. And Gibson, I was denied entry to a restaurant in Delaware because I had sneakers on. Well, I had sneakers on too. I don't think the sneakers were the problem. It was that my it was one of these t-shirts. It was
Glacier.
from Glacier National Park, and I guess they didn't want anything with a print on it. Had I been wearing like a regular, Calvin Klein or whatever, no brand name or nothing, it would have been fine. And had I been staying at the hotel, it probably would have been fine too, because that's the first thing they asked. Um, Aaron Romano, sorry I haven't listened to the podcast in a while. Are you still planning to go to LA? No, we're not gonna. We're kind of close, believe it or not, but I don't think we're going to LA. The main thing to go to LA was for to take my mom to see my godmother who lives in the suburbs. She lives in Santa Clarita, but since we're not gonna do that, we're gonna save LA for another time. Jim in DC, we're hanging out at the Keel Boat Lounge Town again this week. Try the Silverado on the steepest street. We have to do that next time we go to the Paris of Appalachia, as they also call it. Oh man, so many messages here. Let me try to. Uh, Traveling Robert fan. I like your name. Hey Robert, you should make a song named Driving to the East. I do. I have driving to the East, going home. I have been away for too long. I have to do a Minitini Lounge one of these days. Um, enjoy the local sparkling wine, Alex Timbling, especially in hot California. Good choice too. Yeah, thank you. Is the one they had for sale here at the campground? So we just got here. I mean, we were in Bakersville, and I had this whole big plan to go to that hot spring where I went. Was it in 2018 or early 2019? But I decided, let's drive less. And I mean, it's been one of those whirlwind kind of trips, right? Especially the cross country portion. I mean, the cross country portion, I made it from Miami to the Rocky Mountains in 5 days. I could have made it in 4, believe it or not. Rafael Munoz, thank you for that super chat. One of my companions from Cuba tells me that there is electric problems in Cuba. People are leaving. Things are very expensive. What do you think? Yeah, there have been problems in Cuba for many, many decades. They're just getting worse and worse and worse. Not much more to say about that. Without Jeffrey Di Bartolo, what about your mom feeling better? Which, by the way, I just came to my. Has anybody seen Neon Pony anywhere around? She just disappeared, didn't she? I mean, she was here a regular every Friday, and all of a sudden, boom, Bob Leach. We drove down to Linden and found the Waynelands place. Pretty nice. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a nice place. It's a little out of the way, and yeah, I'm glad you got to meet up with him. I think their place came out great. The way that now that it is finished. Jamie McCracken. Robert got engaged a couple of weeks ago in Simi Valley, California. Proposed on the trail where I met her. Larry thinks your songs all the time, so would love a happy engagement song to celebrate. Happy engagement to you. Happy engagement to you. May you be together for a lifetime. Happy engagement to you. Did Ileana make it out there? Yeah, she's here. She flew to Las Vegas. They changed the name of the airport, whatever it's called these days, LAS, and now we drove here to California. Yay, California, yay, California love. DG, Ili and Mom, happy Friday. DG from Fort Lauderdale. How's the weather in Fort Lauderdale? Here is hot, but it is the dry heat, which is a little more bearable, believe it or not. Trond Kjarnsmo. Hello, Trond. It's been a while being away too long here as well. Work been busy. Back to see your videos and support you, Robert. Have a super weekend. Thank you for that super chat. 500 kroners. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to go back to Norway. Norway is such a beautiful. The nature there is just out of this world. April Wood, enjoyed watching your travels so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. So do you find the Silverado reduces your traveling fatigue? Happy Friday, Robert, Ilya, and Mom. Yes, it does. Not only because it's a more comfortable seat. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's a more comfortable seat. First of all, it's a more steady drive. I mean, you feel the rig a lot less back there, and it has features like if you're swerving away from your lane, it just goes like go back to your lane, and the steering wheel actually moves. It's super cool. And I mean, if you let it go for a while, and after a while, it says grab the steering wheel. Yeah, I was able to do a 500 plus mile day on my first day, the second day of this trip. I drove all the way from Pelicamp to Nashville, and that's a long way. Ramon Rodriguez, saludos, Robertico. Me alegro mucho que decidiste comprar una camioneta grande. Why am I talking like that? You will be safer in it now. God bless from Ohio. Thank you, Ramon. And yeah, this. That truck is a beast. I'm happy that I have more cargo space, and it is a lot. Hi from Belgium. Can't stay. Oh no, stay. Have a drink with us. Cheers. Big Jim's late. Where did you do your live stream from Colorado last week? We were at Rocky Mountain National Park about a month ago. I really loved it. Pikes Peak and Garden of the Gods was fun too. It was about 10 miles south of Leadville. There's this road that goes through all these lakes, and it is private property, not the road itself, but along the road. And if you drive on that road for about 5 or 6 miles, it's a dirt road. You get to National Forest. and there is a pullout next to a creek, and at some point, maybe when I release the final video of this trip, I'll divulge those coordinates. But yeah, that place was very cool, very remote. You don't expect to have any communication there except for Starlink. Traveling Robert fan, I made to say you should make a song named "Driving to the East." Isn't that song named "Driving to the East"? I think so. I have to make one driving to the north and driving south. Though those are still in the not in the can, but in this can. A bulldog for you 559. Thank you for the super chat. I hope we don't take your. They didn't take your lemons again. No, amazingly enough, at the checkpoints they were like, "Ah, keep going." I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, maybe I should arrive from Nevada every single time and not from Arizona. But then the other time I arrived from Nevada, which was at Lake Tahoe, they did come in here and looked at the origin of every veggie I had on that fridge, and I had a few veggies at the time. So I don't know. I don't know what there. Maybe there's no danger now from any fruits from other states. Who knows? Daniel Ruiz, thank you for that super chat. Next, are you heading north up 101 over 49 through Gold Rush country? There are great wineries in the foothills as well, and that's something. And I really wanted to make a Sacramento meetup because there's a lot of people in the area, a lot of you guys. Um, but I don't know with this heat, and we're thinking, and I do want to go to Sacramento, and I do want to go to Gold Country, and I think we're gonna take the PCH. To be honest about it, I mean we've taken the PCH before, not with an RV, and I've taken the PCH in the northern part of the state, the north coast, but by myself, not with Illy. So I think we're gonna just take California Highway 1 and then Oregon 101 all the way to our next stop, which is also another Sun Outdoors resort that we're working. We have been working with them, and and that's pretty much the plan for the next 2 weeks or so, and then we're gonna finish Lewis and Clark. I'm thinking of doing it backwards, since we're gonna be at the Oregon coast, just go to the final spot and do it backwards, and then edit the videos backwards. I don't know, maybe not. I think we're gonna do a loop, go back to Western Montana, and then follow the Columbia River. But who knows? Nathan Hartwig, thank you for the super chat. Do you have a plan for your first four-wheeling in Starship? Yes, I did. And I did the Schaefer Trail and the Potash Road in Canyonlands National Park. Johnny Kite Bartolo celebrating how many? 13 months as an executive producer. Johnny Kite Bartolo, thank you for being a chief executive Pelican head. And he says, planning the January trip now. Can't wait to drive north from. What's going on here? Little in the carburetor. Can't wait to drive north from Fort Lauderdale and feel seasons again. Yeah, man, it's magical. It's magical once you start seeing the different landscapes. And the first magic happened as I was crossing. Once you get past Macon and Atlanta, and you start seeing the mountains, you go over the Cumberland Plateau, and you realize that Tennessee is mostly rolling hills, and you realize that even Kansas in the east is mostly rolling hills. It's not as flat as we've been led to believe. And then we had bad weather arriving in Colorado, so I didn't get that stunning view of the Rockies. But you know what? Hopefully I'll be back again. Jack David, thank you for that super chat from New Jersey. Hello, North Jersey. One of these days. Driving in a circle, circumnavigating the country, driving in a circle. There's a song there somewhere. I still haven't done my Lewis and Clark song, but I probably will. Big Jim Slade, did you make the drive from Nashville to Leadville in one day? That's a pretty far distance. No, no, I did. I did make a stop at a casino just about an hour east of, where was that? An hour east of Kansas City, and then I stopped at good. What's it called? That town? It's just on the border between Kansas and Colorado. So I didn't want that last day. You know, I wanted to check in at the campground at an early enough time that I would be able to get the lay of the land and whatnot. So no, I didn't do that in one shot. That would have been crazy. I could have done that maybe in a different setup without towing. You know, and two drivers. You know, with Ely. You know, Ely drives a couple hours. I take a break and then I continue. Yeah, we could have done that, but that would be too much to do in one shot. Lara Foot, your Michigan video inspired us. We just got back last Monday from St. Ignace, went to Mackinac Island, and drove to Munising and did the Pictured Rocks cruise. Wonderful vacation. Next time I go, I do want to do that cruise, for sure. Doing my first RV trip in November. Thank you for the inspiration. No, you're welcome, Cesar Montada, and enjoy. Happy trails, man. When is the next trip to Utah? We love the last videos from there. Actually, I just came back from Utah. I was in Colorado. I did Utah. I didn't do the whole state of Utah. I didn't do like even the highlights. I did something that I've been wanting to do for a long, long, long time, and I didn't have a proper vehicle to do it. And that is the Schaefer Trail in Canyonlands National Park. And let me tell you something. That was really something. Actually, why not? Check it out. Hold on, maybe I should scroll to the fun part. Anyway, Daniel Ruiz, thank you for that super chat in North California. We call it NorCal. The one, not the PCH. LOL. Well, the one. Yeah, it's California Highway 1. So yeah, maybe I should use the appropriate nomenclature. But yeah, it's I call it the PCH, the Pacific Coast Highway. But yeah, I agree. I suppose you are correct. Yeah. El Mandalorian, big hug to you, Alma. Have a great weekend. Oh, Barb is here. Look, Barb. Hello, happy Friday. The Forest from Ohio. Nico, hope you're coming to Belgium one day. I'll be happy to help you visit, especially the Ardennes region, east of Belgium. I do want to do a little more international travel soon. I mean, a lifetime it wouldn't be enough to see everything there is to see in the United States, but I do want to visit Europe and other countries as well, other continents. You know, Asia. It's a little more intimidating, but I would love to visit Asia, Australia, maybe even some part of Africa. Ramin Passion, I think Starship is perfect for the roads on the desert, to the rest of the desert bar, traveling Robert. Oh, yeah, this January we're definitely going. I live in Kansas City, Kansas, and love it here. I like Kansas City. It's a nice city. I enjoyed my time there the last time over there. Diesel Brothers Heavy D's from Utah. Stick to the California and Oregon coast. Is blazing hot in Gold Country and the Sacramento area here in late August, September. That's what I saw, and that's what today. Actually, it was today that we actually made the executive decision that you know what, let's just take the PCH. I've never taken it, you know, but I have the 3 cameras on the roof now, so I can take like those. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Anthony Giordano celebrating 15 months as executive producer. Thank you very much. Yeah, first month of year 2. Thank you so much, Anthony, and thank you for being an executive producer. And when we go to Rochester, we gotta visit again. Man, I'd slide off that road. I'm gonna show you the good part in a few minutes here. Greg Graham, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. And Joan Marie Garnon, thank you for that super chat. No super sticker. And it's a dog rolling on the floor, laughing out loud. That's pretty cool. Greg, after being a follower for years, I finally subscribed properly and became a Pelican head. Always loved your videos, Robert, and please keep doing what you do. No, thank you so much for your support. And as long as I have my health, and we're gonna keep doing this. Do you ever go to Mexico? I've been to Mexico twice, actually, but we're gonna do Mexico proper. Hopefully, who knows? Maybe even this winter. We're gonna be in. We're going back to Quartzsite, by the way, and there's Yuma, and it's just Algodones is just a stone throw away, and maybe we'll do a little bit of Baja now that I have like a proper truck. I have to figure out. I don't know what trailer I'm gonna have at the time, if the current one or the next one, and and I do have to figure out if I can take this Winnebago loaner into Mexico. So we have to figure many things out. And next summer, of course, we're going to Canada to Alaska through Canada. Anthony Giordano, thank you so much for that. A super chat, month 16th. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it, man. And Juan Van Erden, great French accent. Robert, merci beaucoup. Red Jaguar 108, traveling Robert. Hi, sir. You took that ship on that trail where angles fear to tread. Yup, just like Kirk. It was white knuckle. I won't lie about it. It was the driving equivalent of Angel's Landing. Let's put it that way. Colin McSherry, have you visited Mount Baker, Washington? Not yet, not quite yet. At Rail Fan, traveling. Where are you going next after California, Oregon, and Idaho, and Montana? A little bit of Montana as well. Are you going all the way up to Astoria, Oregon? Yes, sir. Yes, Christopher. Astoria, Oregon. We have to revisit because at the time I visited Astoria, and that was in 2019, right? I didn't really. I didn't really wasn't that Lewis and Clark mentality that I've been lately, and since there are things about Lewis and Clark that I didn't quite see, and Astoria, Oregon is a beautiful town. It's like a mini San Francisco in that sense. You know, all those, hills and steep roads, and this is a beautiful city. Oliver DeVries, are you going to stop in the San Francisco Bay Area and maybe do a meetup? If enough of you want to do that, and if we can find a venue somewhere, not in San Francisco proper, maybe Petaluma, maybe somewhere, a little away from the city, we can arrange something like that. So we'll see. Ask Remy. It looked white knuckle. You have no idea, man. I love the way he pronounces my name. Perfect French. Thank you so much, Jean-Marie Garnon. Chris from Oxford, England. Hello there. All right, let me reset the chat here because William Kowalski. Make sure you check ahead on the PCH. Years ago, we had a detour landslide. Good luck. Yeah, we had one too. We were driving. We were like in around Malibu, and we wanted to go a little farther north, and at some point we couldn't. So we will, and there's a detour. This is life. What can you do? You need to visit Astoria, New York, but there's no parking. Well, we'll go with when we get the Class B. This was good sparkling wine. Gary Solden, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. And I think Illy drank the rest of the sparkling wine.
No, there's more.
There's more?
No more.
Don't tell my mom. Thank you for that super chat. And Joe Bauza, thank you for that super chat. Hello, Robert from Debbie and Joe. Let's save you some. We love all your travels. You inspire us to travel. Just finished doing South Carolina. Also, hello to Ili and Mom. We are delighted Mom is doing better. Yes, thank you so much. And yeah, Mom is doing a little better. We were worried there for a few days, but now at least she knows what she has, and we're taking measures. You know. Can you market Pelican IPA? Maybe I should. Maybe I should have like really worked together with that brewing company with Lost City when they did that seasonal Pelican Head IPA for my meetup. We'll see. But it sounds like a good idea. Thank you for that super chat, Traveler Mr. Duck. Thank you so much. 10,000. Thank you. Appreciate it. Colin, have you visited Mexico City? No, the only places I visited in Mexico is Cozumel, Playa del Carmen on a cruise. And then one day we did this crazy thing and we crossed the border uh, from San Isidro to Tijuana. You know, we just spent an afternoon and like half a day in Tijuana, and that's pretty much it. Hey, mi domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. I think we might buffer here in a little bit. And Mr. Roboto, are you going to visit the Goonies locations? Most likely. Maybe this time around I can drop the trailer and go up to what's the name of the state park right next to Cannon Beach? I forget. Right now it escapes me, but we're gonna try. I know the Goonies house is kind of off limits, and the owners don't like people to see the house. And I said it in my video. I'm like a Ferengi. If I had a famous house, I would open it up for tours. You know, let's make some gold pressed platinum. So. Um, 5 Mile Gorge is the Columbia River Gorge, 5 miles across. Columbia River Gorge is one of the most beautiful places I've seen. What did we miss about your mom, Barb? She wasn't feeling well. She was actually going to be with me for 2 weeks at the beginning of this trip, and at the last minute she couldn't make it. She was having some pains, and but now it's all good. Not all good yet, but it's better. We are on the way to recover. Mental Librarian 25. Hi, Robert. I'm in Sacramento. Welcome to California. Thank you so much. We have so many people in the Sacramento area, and I know Upside Down travels. Alan Shitwood is in Manteca. So, and I was really, but the original plan was kind of go through the middle, go up to Mount Shasta and through Gold Country. But temperature being one thing, and when I visit that area, I want to have enough time. Right now, time is kind of tight, as it usually is, but I do have, and that's one of the things with Winnebago. I do have to be in Indiana by the end of the month, by the end of September. But still, time is tight. You know, we're far away. We're 6 days away driving from anywhere in the East Coast. So. So when I come back and we'll do Gold Country properly, I want to go up to Sequoia and go up to Yosemite from the west, and see everything, at leisure. I'd spend a couple of days in Sacramento, see the Railroad Museum, maybe even go back to San Francisco for a couple of days. I haven't been in San Francisco in many, many years. So yeah. Sonoma is a nice place for any meeting activity. Sonoma is very nice, yes. I've been there and I concur. I agree. Mexico City is nice for some awesome places, but it's not an awesome place. It's one of the largest cities in the world, right? So there's has to be something, it's got to be a sight to see at the very least. Colin McSherrill, have you visited all the Smithsonian's? Not really. I've only visited like two, like the Air and Space and the Natural History, I think, and the American History one, which I'm gonna reserve my opinion there. I mean, besides the Star Spangled Banner, it's a fine museum. Seth Lemons, our neighbor from Perry, Florida, from there. Tolovana Beach State Recreation Site, this Haystack Rock, yeah. We gotta go there, definitely. Love the Next Generation reference. Uh, Hold on, because I want to get to the Lost RVers, also from Gold Country. The Lost RVers, thank you for that super chat. Oh, no Gold Country, but you're right, hot as hell. Next time, but Q23 quartzite for sure. What new trailer? And your Silverado, half or 3/4 ton? It's half ton. It's at 1500 regular Silverado. It's just the off road one, the trail boss. Yeah, I know. I was looking forward to meeting you guys, but I know I'm gonna meeting up with you guys. I met you a couple times already, but we'll definitely be able to hang out at Quartzsite this year, and yeah, we'll do Gold Country like in the shoulder season. I don't know what's the best season to visit, but right now I'm looking forward to some cool weather. And I don't know how cool it is in San Luis Obispo or one of these places, but I think that's where we're going next. Let me just check real quick, because as much as I like to experience extreme weather for a couple of days, after that it's like there's something odd here with my graph. I guess we still have like 430 of you watching, right? We lost some people. Um, Robert, engage. When are you heading to Alaska? The plan is next summer. Although we'll probably head up there, like depart in late May, early June, probably late May. I would like to be in Fairbanks for the Midnight Sun Festival. Brian Kell, I think it's amazing that someone using technology, we have formed this crazy community where we use our phones, laptops, GoPros, whatever, and travel the world. Yeah, it's a great time to be alive. Not perfect, but definitely a great time to be alive. That I'll definitely. Hey, Lisa, traveling rubber next month, bringing a tiny home up to Camper Artscape. All right, tiny home. I'm not doing the tiny home yet, but one of these days, if we decide. Am I frozen? No, I'm not frozen. I thought I was frozen for a second. Never mind. I'm always paranoid of being frozen, even though Starlink. Oh, here we go. Let's say, for example, San Simeon. What's the weather like over there? Baby, it is 60 degrees in San Simeon on the coast. 60 degrees, and it only goes down to 52 tonight. Well, it's down to 94 and down to 90 in here. So the AC is slowly cooling it down. I mean, it's 90 here in the dinette. If I sit in the sofa back there, it's nice 70. But yeah, time difference. You're coming from the past. Yes. I mean, that's one cool thing about traveling west. Every 900 miles or so, you earn an hour. You gain an hour. I'm like, yay! Hey, Mr. CLT in the house. Um, Phil Trella, Robert, I'm looking forward to retirement so I can go right into the sunset with my RV. What are you planning? I don't plan on retirement, but at some point I'm gonna slow down and do like eventually and do like a video a month, a video every 2 weeks. At some point that's what I call retirement. Like, what's the name of the this guy? The like the Hungry Cuban, for example. He has a YouTube channel. He travels in a I think it's a Tiffin, 45 footer, a diesel pusher, and he cooks and he visits places. But he's not like regular. Like, he posts a video every month whenever he feels like, and that's what I intend to do eventually. When I retire, we're talking hopefully if my health, it's 10, 15 years down the road. That's what I call retirement. Florida is rainy big time. Oh man, exploring coast to coast. Whatever happened to Nia and Pony? I was asking the same thing because she just disappeared from one next day to the next. Like, I mean, if some of you have been here long enough to remember Grandma Patty, what happened to Grandma Patty? Some people who were here regulars every single Friday, poof. I don't know if I mean it's. I'm eating a Cuban sandwich, Dookie chips. Man, I'm hungry right now. Let's not talk about food. We have to find some food in this town, or even this place where we're staying at has like a cafe, uh, and they have wine and beer and all kinds of good stuff. And part of this trip is I'm gonna release one per month, which it's actually good uh, for my workflow because those are kind of easier to edit and quicker to edit. Not easier, but quicker. And I'm staying at three Sun Outdoors resorts on this trip, and I'm in a sense, it's helping finance this trip, and I get to I mean, for the most part, if there's a company, good company to be associated with, is probably them. Most of the resorts are like top notch. So yeah. In any case, Cuban sandwich is a good idea. I want one. I want one too. Where can you find a Cuban sandwich in where are we? Paso Robles, California. Big store suggestions: Cala Lily Valley and Andrew Molera State Park, where you can hike to the mount of the Sur River. What I'm trying to do we're not gonna make too many stops, believe it or not. It's gonna be kind of rushed just to change things around, right? I'm kind of allocating 2 days for this, you know, the what I call the PCH, all the way to San Francisco. 2 days up to the Oregon border, and one day to where we're staying at in Oregon, and that's pretty much it. Which is not nearly enough time, but I want to do it with a trailer in tow. I'm gonna try to see Microwave Falls and. And Dayton Nozzles. Do you have any favorite places? Top three. Uh, I don't know. They change all the time depending on my mood and what I remember at the time. Um, but in lieu of my recent trip across Utah, I have to bump Utah up to at least number three. I don't think Utah was in the top three, but Utah is such a stunning, stunning state. And after I did this, I mean, that might as well. Let's. Okay, not to make a commercial. That whole video is available on Patreon and YouTube memberships if you want to check it out. And that's next to Angel's Landing. That's probably one of the craziest things I've ever done. One of the scariest things I've ever done. So there you go. California. I'm late. Does anybody know where in California Robert is? Where in the world is Robert? Pastor Robles. CLT, coño, te fuiste duro 4x4. Lo estrené, bro. Yeah, that was like that was the. You gotta test it out. I had to test it out, make sure that it was really capable. And not only there, that thing you put it in low four. What I'm testing this stuff out for the first time, and that thing will go through anything. Low four, it's like the four wheels. Just, I mean, you feel it. El Mandalorian, was that a one-way off-road? No, it wasn't. There was a guy in a rental Jeep coming towards me. A fan, by the way. He watches the channel as well. Jim in DC, that's what you do with a brand new truck less than a month old. Yes, that's what you do. Yeah. Man, Utah has been on my list. Definitely a must. Plus, tell me the RV wasn't around for the off-road. No, it wasn't. No, the RV was actually boondocked, and in the afternoon was hot when I arrived there. But you gotta rough it for a couple hours. Then we had this huge storm, and if you follow me on Instagram, by the way, if you don't, or Facebook, Traveling Robert, I posted a big. Big. That's what happens when you start reading the chat while you're talking. I posted several pictures of that place where I boondocked. Amazing. Johnny Kaite Bartolo, thank you for the super chat and smash the like button. Thank you. That looks like a lot of fun, Robert. I'm jealous. From P. Lombardo. It was. Ting Machulets, you're brave driving your new truck there. Bravo. Can't wait for the video. Well, that's really good footage. Oh, my mom. I wasn't supposed to show my mom. I cannot watch that dangerous video. Oh, brother. Seth Lemons, Traveling Robert, has felt the power of furlough. Welcome to the club. Thank you. No, yeah, I was like, I mean, how different could it be? And then furlough, and that thing was like, ooh, look at that. Look at that. Casita RV Life is here. Hey, Greg. How's it going? You need to go to Utah and do that road that I did. Oh no, I need to change my shorts. That road. Red Jaguar, Traveling Robert. Yep, you need to show those big rugs you had to move near the edge. Scared me to death. Any California meetups planned? And I don't know how many things planned. I'm thinking probably the best place if we are going to do something around here might be the Bay Area, and that's gonna be if we are gonna do something in the Bay Area. And I'm not saying yes, I'm not promising, but I'm thinking September 1st ish, September 1st, 2nd. But let's do a conversation on the Facebook group if you are on Facebook. Otherwise, and if people want to do it, we might do something maybe in Petaluma or somewhere around, maybe a winery. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Casita will be there in October. Otherwise, we'll be back. We'll be back in California next year, early next year for sure, so we can do it then. I mean, because right now we're in a little bit of a I'm not gonna call it a super rush trip, but yeah, I do need to get back to Florida. sometime in September. So you, Brian Kale, you gotta love it, man. I'm on the Pacific Coast Highway right now, and otherwise, no one is the 101. I'm listening to the seals and seagulls, and it's amazing. Yeah, I can't wait to go back to the PCH. And it is 60 degrees out there. What a road, although some car wash places are pretty scary too. Hey, with a big truck, yes. Bruce Edwards. Hey Robert, thank you for the inspiration. I'm taking my family to Hershey to shop for our first RV. Hey, good luck. Good luck with your first RV. Yvette Caraballo. Hi Robert, Jose and I joined in a little late, but got to see some of that almost off road, almost all over the cliffside. Looks like you're having a lot of fun. Be careful. Yes, yes, I'm definitely careful. That video was 4 times the speed, by the way. Oh man, who's texting me? You know, when it is one little text, I do, but when it is like, that's okay. That's I have several texts from several of you. Thank you, Alex, and okay, I'll check it out. Okay, thank you, Rick J, for that super chat. Beware of the flash floods and wildfires out west. Yeah, in Utah we had some flash floods, but they were mainly in western Utah, and of course Canyonlands is in eastern Utah. So um, I asked everywhere I went, is it safe to go on the Highway 12 or here and that? So definitely. Hey Remy, thank you for that super chat. I'm clicking and it doesn't want to go. Cali Grill is in your area with good ratings and makes Cuban sandwich. This comment was blocked. Weird. Hmm. Who knows?
It was something about YouTube probably did it because I
Yeah.
couldn't see it. Yeah.
And Google works in mysterious ways, and you should know that better than anybody else. So, what can I tell you? Um, Tune in for Robert's Halloween special. We're having a Halloween special. Well, Halloween, we have to celebrate the second anniversary of the purchase of Pelicamp, which was on Halloween weekend. Any meetups at the Jersey or Pennsylvania? Me and Red Jaguar Travels would love it. I don't have anything planned yet. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Are we almost to September already? I would love to do some kind of meetup in the San Francisco area. That would be awesome. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of people in the Bay Area. So, I mean, we have about a week to plan, right? Dayton News, loving the content. Keep it up. Thank you so much. And follow the weathers. North in summer, south in winter. Well, let me tell you, North Dakota was pretty hot this summer, so I don't know about that. Christopher Olson, thank you. Have a good night. I'm off. See you next Friday. See you next Friday. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Uh, Robert, there's epidemic ale in Concord, California, East Bay area. If you want to consider for a meetup, sounds we'll. If I'm gonna forget if I don't look it up right now, I'm just gonna look it up on my map, and we'll see. I don't want to promise anything yet because epidemic ales in Concord, California. Let me see exactly where that is. It's kind of east. Yeah, of course, yes, Sacramento, east. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see because I did want to cross the bay on the Golden Gate Bridge, and then we might be able to make a detour. We'll see. We'll see. I don't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Pelican was an awesome undertaking. Came out amazing. Thank you. I'm in San Diego this week. Young Dave. It is sunny at the beach and water is really nice. Heading home to San Jose Monday. Hope there is a Bay Area meetup. Yeah, we're gonna try to come up with something. I just have to. I haven't figured out my exact route yet, so I don't know exactly what we're gonna do. But maybe we'll do like a YouTube short or something to let everybody know if we do that. Redman R Super Chat, thank you so much. Enjoy California. Thank you, appreciate it. And yeah, I'm sure we're gonna enjoy this part of the trip tremendously. Dayton, Newcastle. How do you pronounce that? Newcastle. Thank you for the super chat. Check out Hudson Valley, New York. Definitely when we go to New York. Hey, William Irizarry, Robert. How are you, William? And Nick Hightech 89. Hey, Robert, forget the Cuban coffee. Take some Jet Alert caffeine pills. They'll wake you up. Yeah, but I'm sure they don't taste as good, right? Bob Leach just joining. You going up north to Redwoods National? Most likely, we're gonna pass by Redwoods. Yeah. Michelle K still wearing flowers. Can you help me understand why you like IPA so much? Too hoppy for me. It's an acquired taste, and I mean I like IPAs. I like stouts as well. I'm having a sparkling wine today. You know, it's Robert. You need Lucky Dog Productions. You need to drink my Peep Ale. Can I stop by on the way back? The land, right? I think I still have your address. I'll stop by on the way back, Bob. Uh, let me look at here. We have 462 of you watching. Lagunitas Brewery in Petaluma. Yeah, that would be a good place to do a meetup. I know it's a little far from Sacramento area and all that, but we did a meetup there in 2019. Actually, our friend Tony Barthel from of the Stressless Camping podcast, he organized that one, and that was a great meetup. Yvette Caraballo, you've taken some amazingly beautiful photos on your trip. You should make a calendar. I'd buy one. Hey, maybe we'll do a 2022. No, we're in 2022. A 2023 calendar. Don Holloway, how are you, sir? Thank you for that super chat. Okay, rain check for Sacramento. Cheers. Uh, yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it that far east, but we're coming back to Sacramento for sure. Uh, It says she's hungry. I'm kind of hungry too. So we have what 6 more minutes? Actually, 5 more minutes, and imagine this is a TV station. We're gonna go to credits. No, we don't have credits. I should do a credits video for the live stream. Robert, stop by and pick up some Pelican Head IPA. Definitely when I get back to South Florida, I'll do that. Russian River Brewery, but take notes, baby. Would be a great.
Bless you. Bless you.
Must be the dry desert air. Some of the best IPAs in the West Coast. Russian River Valley, and they have some great wines too. Being in this live chat is so entertaining, Debbie, and I look forward to this every week. Well, Joe Bauza, thank you so much for being here, and I enjoy it so much, And sometimes it is kind of hard when you're on the West Coast because it's 3 p.m. Here when you have to start it. But you know what? We'll block this time out every Friday because I enjoy talking to you guys probably as much or even more than you guys enjoy being here. Let me tell you. I'm trying to see. Love the calendar idea. Okay, we're gonna have to do a calendar along with the cookbook, and we'll figure it out. Actually, the calendar is a lot easier than the cookbook, so I might do that. Have you been in Canada? And when are you going in Canada? You can come to Edmonton, Alberta. And we would love to meet up. I love your videos. We might do the western part of Canada when we go to Alaska next year. But we back in 2013 with my parents and Ely and Brian, we did a road trip by rental car. And we didn't have an RV at the time. And we flew to Toronto, and we did Toronto, of course, the 10,000 islands. I think over there you only have 1,000 islands. 10,000 islands are in Florida. 1,000 islands, and we did, of course, Ottawa, Montreal, and Quebec City. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait to go back. All right, everybody. It's been great chatting with you guys once again this Friday. And I wish I could answer every single question. And luckily, on this trip, I brought my Spanish guitar. For the first time, I guess it's the change in temperature and humidity. The guitar is a little out of tune. Whoa. Close enough. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah, I'm riding in my RV. Thank you, CLT, for that super chat. We're going to eat now, 'cause everybody, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. RV. Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. Have a happy Friday. And I'll see you next Friday. Where are we going to be next Friday? Does anybody know? Next Friday could be somewhere in Northern California. Yeah, probably Northern California. It depends. Until then, thank you for watching, and see you on the road.